All right. All right. See, Shar came in. Hey, Shar. All right. So I mean, even there's more people come in, but while people are still coming in, I will I will introduce to you a unique individual, a guy that is beats to a different drum, so to speak. A unique individual known as Charles Gilmore III. He talks about different types of issues and all that, and he does him. I can either say that there is only one Charles Gilmore, and there are none other like him. I just say that. So I'm gonna bring in Charles Gilmore to introduce himself.
Hello, people. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, for people who don't know me, I'm Charles Gilmore III. I'm a compadre of Brother Zero, and I have a YouTube channel by my name, Charles Gilmore III, and I'm just about having fun, and I'm really trying to learn myself and learn other people. And my main goal in life is to keep growing, keep loving people, and be the best human being that I can be. I don't know what my limits are. I haven't reached them, but I'm on a quest to become better and help everybody that I can along the way. And I am not ever trying to offend people, but I know it's going to happen. So if I offend you with anything that I say, you have my sincerest apologies, but I really don't care. I'm joking. And that's pretty much what I can tell you about me. I'm 45. I'm a geek. I like to read a lot. I like to play video games, and I like to see people smile and laugh.
So 45 like the president. I hear that's what they call
Yes, but they call him right. Like grab him
him.
by the cooch. That's his name to me. Whenever I think of Trump, grab him by the cooch. I'm sorry.
I call President troll because I never seen a president, with one tweet upset the whole nation. I never seen that happen.
He I'm gonna give you my perspective since you went there. He is a hilarious individual. You can't help but to laugh at him. People who don't have a sense of humor will get angry and probably will detest and hate him. And I'm never telling people they're wrong for their thoughts about him, but he is pure entertainment. Before he was president, he was every rapper's best friend, every person who wanted to be a mogul's best friend, and he was down with the cause of entrepreneurship. When he became president and people got to see his ideology and how he viewed the world, that's when he lost a lot of supporters. But then again, people who have what I would call monolithic ideologies support him. So it's a weird thing. He represents the face of the supremacy. So a lot of people won't even listen to his rhetoric at all because they're like he's the enemy. Where other people will be like, well, he's about America first. So that's the crazy thing when you think about number 45, Mr. President Donald Trump. Where is he coming from? Is he trolling you? Is he serious? Is he arrogant? Is he humble? Is he a stable genius? That's a joke. You know what I mean? He's a different character. Uh, is he presidential material? I don't think so, but he is the president, so we must respect the office. That's what I think.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, we had a little fun with that. Like, so get back to you. What are some of your favorite topics that you like to talk about?
Oh, really? I love to talk about men and women relationships. I find it to be extremely entertaining, informative, and it's so enlightening because so many people from so many different societies and religious views and cultural beliefs and moralistic positions see things so differently. So when you have a dialogue about um, relationships, it's always going to be some type of growth, contention, and drama because so many people are learning from different people. So many people uh, may have an agreement with you, but they have a slight skewed view, and somebody else might say you're just wrong and you're a pig or you're conservative or whatever view they want to use. So I think that's probably one of my favorite conversations. And then probably my second conversation I love to have is about loving yourself. Too many people don't know how to love themselves, and they forget that they are uniquely awesome. Like your uniqueness, your existence, who you are means so much. I don't understand how people forget it. That's one thing that if I could ever instill on other people, on humanity, is that you yourself, you are it. People feel empty because they feel I must need a purpose in life. But if you really think about it, your existence is your purpose. And maybe there's things that you have passion for, maybe there aren't. But you need to figure out what is your driving force to continue, because there's no reason to quit. And I think those are my two biggest conversations. And I talk about a myriad of other things, but it's mostly about people loving themselves and understanding how awesome they are, and about men and women uh, connecting, and why some men dislike women and why some women dislike men. That's always an interesting conversation.
Okay, so I was like thinking about what you said, like, you were it, like your purpose existence is your existence. I know you kind of said something about it. You think you'd be able to elaborate on that further, or
Well, okay, I can. That's you were born for a reason. You were born because two people felt attraction that gave them intense pleasure. At the time of them feeling attraction, they appreciated each other's existence. So I equate the term love to appreciation of existence. Like, I love a tree because I love the way it is. It's a tree. I can love a car because it's there. I can love women because they exist. Now, I don't equate love with possession or romance, even though those are all can be analogous to love, because a lot of people like to use those terms. But uh, the most awesome thing that comes from love or appreciating another person's thing or item's existence is creation. Because you may love to make something and you appreciate paper and pencil, you may create a work of art that lasts forever. Because you love, or you wanted to change something to become more different, you create a car or technology. So when I say your existence is your purpose, because you are here, and because of something you do or don't do, something else will happen. And that is it. Like, to make a difference, all you need is a drop. I say it a lot. You put a drop in the ocean, you just made a difference. It may not be an enormous difference, but it doesn't take much to make a difference. And that's what makes people's existence so important. You right now talking to me for 1 minute may get either somebody who doesn't know you or somebody who doesn't know me to at least listen to what we both have to say and grow. So that's why existence is important. Just one little thing can change the whole world. So that's really what I think about when I say your existence is your purpose, because you are here because of something, and you're not here because of nothing. It's always a reason.
okay? Let me see. We got to. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I know you're a unique individual. What do you think that makes you unique? That makes you stand out from everyone else?
Hmm. Okay. I don't know how unique this is, but I don't care. I care not at all. Like, I really am not driven. I can be emotional, but I'm always able to step outside my emotion and ask myself, why do I feel the way that I feel? And I don't think most people really can do that. Um, I don't really like, if I ever see an obstacle or whatever it may be, I try to figure out how can I do it. I'm always thinking, how can I do this, and why is this happening, and what can I do to either achieve, mitigate, or go around whatever's blocking my way. So that's how I function. So when people say things to me, I'm always thinking, why did they say that? What does that mean? And how can I address it? And is this going to be constructive or deconstructive? And that's just how I think about everything. So I guess that's what makes me different. So you could cuss me out, call me names, say all type of stuff to me, but what you say means what? Why? Okay, why did they say that? What are they going through? I'm sorry that you feel that way. How can I solve the situation? I will avoid you. There you go. And that's just the way I look at the world. I can't control other people, but I can control how I respond to what people do. So that's my biggest strength, is I don't let stuff stop me, and I don't get down on my failures, because I fail all the time. So I think that's is what makes me different than most people. I forget a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So another question. Are there any were there any major influences, and if they are, I mean, major influences that help shape you to be you, and if they are, what were they? What are they, or what were
Really, this is gonna sound funny. Failure is probably the greatest influence in my life, uh, because I hated to fail. I never wanted to fail. Not like how you would think. I didn't care about, like, if it's something I wanted to do and I couldn't get it done, that doesn't sit well with me. So I tried again and again. And as far as people, um, there's no one major influence, but it's everyone. If I saw somebody do something, I knew it could be done. So if they could do it, I could do it. So I use everybody as a motivation. And I think, yeah, I always understood discipline, but the military, the Navy was a big influence because it taught me discipline and adversity. And it taught me that a lot of people, it's gonna sound crazy, and this is something that is the truth, aren't mentally tough. And I just didn't understand. Stuff didn't bother me that I saw people break from. And when I saw that, I knew nothing could break me. You know, I mean, like, I can deal with it. I mean, I may feel pain, I may feel cold, but if I'm not dead, I can keep on pushing. So I think that's one thing that helped me the most, is just seeing that um, even if we fail, we can stand up. When I saw, let me break it down even more. Like, if I see somebody on crutches, or somebody who don't have a legs running a marathon, or somebody that's a burn victim and they stand up straight and they happy, what do I have to be angry about? What do I got to be mad about? They're living their life. So somebody who has cancer and keeps on pushing, somebody who's homeless but can smile and help people, that's my motivation. So it's not just one person, it's lots of people, because life is precious. And these people are persevering when everybody else is cracking. So why are you quitting? That's the point. That's what motivates me the most, is there's no reason to quit. Keep on pushing. And if one person can be motivated by what you do, what's better than life than that? What's better than life than somebody you never met in your life, that's nobody to you, saying you did a good job? That moves me. When somebody you never noticed says, like, a lot of people want to hear it from somebody, I guess, big or famous, good job. But if I heard it from a little kid I didn't know, say, man, thank you. It means so much. So I guess that's what motivates me more. It's not just one thing. It's lots of people. It's you motivate me. I never really was into dancing. I saw you, heard you talk about it. It piqued the interest in me. I've been thinking about it, but that's motivation. You know what I mean? So, does it make sense now? It's not one person. It's everyone. It's life.
Yeah, we are the collective. All right. So I see. I know that you do gaming. Like, what made you want to stream games onto your channel?
Well, really, I have a friend, and my friend was like, Charles, man, you got to set a personality. Why don't you just game and do it? And I said, okay, I'll do it, because he believed in me with that. He's like, you wasting your personality by not playing games with it. So I did that. But I like to play games a lot. And so I'm just sharing my love of gaming with the world. And maybe some people will like it, maybe they won't. But that's the only reason I like the game. I'm a geek. I grew up playing video games. Uh, my bad grades started when Zelda came out, because I wanted to play Zelda more than I cared about school. so so yeah, it's always been a love for me, and a passion. And I don't like every game, but I like the free roaming or adventurous Metroid, the Zeldas, the Dark Souls type games. And I will play other games, but those really resonate with me. So that's what made me want to play it, because it's something I do all the time. I'm really quite a busy person, so I like to work out a lot. I like to play basketball. I like to sleep when I can, and I like to accomplish whatever goal that I have. So I don't game as much as I probably could, because I got other stuff to do. But when I have maybe 30 minutes or an hour to play, I'll play. That's all it takes. And it's fun, it's therapeutic. That's why I play games, because I love games. Hope it makes sense. And my friend of mine was like, Charles, just do it. You never know. So I said, okay, I'll do that just for you.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What other question can oh yeah, you have any new developments you come as far as your channel and all that?
No, I mean, I'm open to talk about everything. So I like, really, what I'm looking for is to engage in dialogue. I'm going to say, like, I love to see the change in people. And it's if somebody asks me a question, that's what I really wish people would ask me questions in my comments, or what do you think about this? Because then it would motivate me to respond. Like, so I can always talk about things. However, a lot of things I've already answered in my mind. So it's really to see if other people will respond with me. So that's what I would like. If I could say anything, I wish I had more engagement in my chat so I could have dialogues with people. People don't really come and talk to me like they should, because I will make you think outside the box, because I believe you can do anything that you want to do, but most people are not willing to put in the work or to connect with the people they need to connect to get where they need to go. Most people will give up. And I say, don't give up. Don't try to paint an image. Be who you are, and hopefully people will like you. And if they don't, who cares? Do your best. So I guess that's what my page, that's what I want. That's the only development I got. I just wish I could talk to more people and more people interacted with me. That's it. I mean, I don't have any. When I started my page being me. So I don't know anything else. I'm just gonna do me. That's just it. And if people like it, it's cool. If they don't, it's cool. That's just how I see my page. I can that's it.
So besides like the your favorite topic and all that, would there be any other topic you would want to talk to get people to think outside the box or
I have a million topics, a million questions. People don't know I am really the question king. I would love to ask people, why aren't you happy? If you could, or if let me give you how my brain works. I'm gonna just throw some questions. This is how I think.
okay.
If you could achieve anything in life, what would you want to achieve? If you could have more than one wife or one husband, would you have more than one wife or one husband? If you were brought up as a Buddhist instead of a Christian, because most people who grew up in America are Christian, do you think that you would have the same views? If you believe that your religion is fact, can you prove it? And if you can't prove it, are you mad when somebody tells you that it's just a belief? Do you think that a political party shapes your ideology? And do you know anybody that you grew up with that actually changed political parties? This type of questions I would ask. What makes you find something to be appropriate in one genre and inappropriate in real life? Meaning people don't have a problem watching sex scenes and nudity on TV, but if they see somebody do something like that in real life, now they're offended. Or people will watch Power all day and then say they're against ratchetness. And I wonder, do people really analyze the contradiction in what they approve of, but don't approve of, but they like it, but they don't? So those are the type of questions that I ask. Or people who try to talk about morality, but everything that they speak out of their mouth is vulgarity and disrespect. So I would love to ask those type of questions. Do you think that if you're really well to hurt, do you think that promoting hurt helps people? Stuff like that. I like to ask questions like that, but it's hard to get viewer engagement with that. But that's really how that's how my brain works. Why do people who say they're against bullying bully? That type of stuff like that. Questions I would love to ask people. Do you really think that you're monogamous, but you've been divorced and remarried several times? Do you really believe in monogamy? Just different things like that. Questions that will make you think outside the box. Why would you eat cow, but you wouldn't eat dog? Don't let me
Yeah,
ask questions. I'll go forever.
yeah, I've seen it. But I got a question from Donna. Donna just being real. She said, what type of music do you listen to? What was the last book you read?
Me? Oh man. Just I read probably 5 books all the time, different books. But the last book I just finished was David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me. And then before that, I finished uh Desire, whatever book that I heard Obsidian talking about and BGS rebutted. So I said, let me read this, Evolution of Desire or something. And before that, what did I read before? Like, so many books. I jump back and forth reading 3 or 4 books. So I'm trying to think. Uh, Probably something by BB Larson or something, or I can't. I gotta just look. I just read so many different books, man. It's ridiculous. I got a whole jump back and forth through books and books and books, and the early history of America. I was still reading the Grinch's book. Just jump back and forth through books just to get people's perspectives. So, and what was the question? What music do I listen to? What genre of music did she say? Or was that?
Yes, she said what type? Yeah.
I listen to all types. So I grew up with R&B and hip hop, so I like that. But I listen to whatever. I listen to classical a lot. I listen to jazz, um, some country, a lot of rock and metal. I listen to all types. But my favorite is probably R&B, passionate R&B, because I've been playing. Uh, can't think of the author, the artist's name, but it's um, Blind Man. I think that you'll make a blind, you so beautiful, a blind man can see your beauty. I got to listen to the song, and Raphael Sadiq's Something Keeps Calling. I like that. Those two songs have been on repeat for me for a while. You know, those two, just those two.
Okay. And Shar, just as Shar asked, question, what does Charles do with the answer to all his questions?
I just keep learning because I just want to learn. I love to hear different people's perspectives. And since there's billions of people on the planet of Earth, I will never run out of asking questions because there's so much to know. I don't have the solutions. I just want to know. Once you understand there's a lot of differences, I think that you learn to love people. Like I love Char Willie. Char Willie's awesome. It's the awesomest voice on the planet Earth. But so the whole point for me is to try to get people to connect and see that there's differences. And when you can understand there's differences, you can say, I just disagree with you, and but I still respect your humanity. So that's why I ask so many questions, is to get people to at least see them from a different way. Too many people are closed off, and you see people as less than human or less than you. And everybody has their own story. Everybody has somebody that loves them, family, and they're not less than you, and their thoughts are just different than yours. They're maybe wrong to you, but they're right to them. So that's what I hope to get from asking questions, is to not be narrow-minded, not be biased, try to create a human connection and be able to love people better, because I want to love everybody like I love Char Willie.
Yeah, yeah.
Not like that, but like that.
Yeah, she's a lovable person. And Donna has another question. If you could interview any sports player, who would it be?
Truthfully, I'm biased with this one. First, I would want to interview Allen Iverson, because I just want to get into his mind. Just Iverson would be very, very interesting to me. I would Iverson, Khabib, I can't say his last name, Khabib Nurmagomedov. I would like to interview him. I think, yeah, those two, like people I would talk to, but it wouldn't be interview. Like I would love to just have a conversation with Shaq, just to talk. It wouldn't even be an interview, just to like just to talk. Um, who else would I? I think Floyd Mayweather would be funny to talk to. Just funny because I don't know how honest he would be, and I would wonder, and it's never to provoke him, but I would wonder, could I get him to open up truthfully without trying to sell himself? That's just my perspective. So Iverson would be first, just Iverson, because I've seen a lot of interviews with Iverson, and I think his story is interesting. Like you think you know it, but I can tell about how he talks. Uh, I want to understand his passion and what made you. My belief is they blackballed him, but for him to have such a fire, did was your fire ever extinguished? Like I know he still loves the game, but I wonder. Like some people have, you could see it. It's like I would run through fire to win, and he had that to me. But I've seen him later from my perspective, and I'm not saying it didn't seem like he had the same desire to push it like that. So that's the question. That's what I would want to. He would be a very interesting person to talk to me.
So was that Khabib? I forgot his last name. Was that the guy that like whooped Conor McGregor and then
Yeah.
like whooped the entire
Yes.
team?
Yes. Yeah. I would love
Yeah.
to know his mentality, because I listened to him talk, and Khabib has that. Um, I have to see more fighters, but Khabib has this strategy and respect, and he can get angry, but he still keeps the respect. So I'm curious to how he thinks and what is like how he gauges his opponents. That would be curious. I'm curious to that because I studied his moves. Recently I've been watching his attack, and I said, okay, I understand his grappling and his wrestling to get into position to dominate, and I wonder what he thinks about when he sees his opponents. Like I figure anybody who fights, if you're smart, you would study your opponents and try to study their move sets so you know their timing and you know how to react with them. And I see the world so different than most people because I study people, their everything. Especially if I got to engage with them and I have a chance to watch them, I'm going to watch to see how they move so I can react to them. So when it comes to combat sports, I'm always curious as to like Khabib. Khabib stands out because I've watched his game plan and I've seen it several ways, and I haven't seen anybody dominate him, like stop him from doing what he does. So I'm always curious as to what does he think about his opposition. what is your mentality going in? Do you take it as just a sport, or do you take it as I'm going to end them from existence? Because I know they can only hit certain places, but that's curious to me. It's different than boxing.
Yeah, definitely is because you have like different styles, so you have more ways to come at a person. So you have to really strategize like how you're gonna, get that person. So
Yeah.
you can't just go in there and just start swinging. Even
Yes.
though I know a lot of people like seeing that, but it's like this is a
They can
fight,
shoot on you.
so
They
you
can
have
shoot on you, take you down, put you to a grapple position, or submit you, or break your bones really fast. So, uh, it's 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 MMA to me is way more dangerous than boxing. Like people love the sweet science of boxing, but uh,
yeah.
I find MMA to be way more dangerous. Way too many. It's wow, man. It kudos and hats off because I would not want to do it. No, no, no. No, I wouldn't
Yeah, I
have
mean,
if I had to, but I'm just saying I don't want to get hit at all. I don't want to get hit at all. So my whole thing would be not to get hit ever, And I know somebody got to hit me. So that's just it is what it is.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember my 20s. I wanted to be a competitive fighter. I mean, I don't want to now, but at that time, I like to, then I'm like I wanted to. Like, then I thought that now like I'm in my 30s. I thought about like, I don't think I want to. I didn't think I want to get in there. I think I probably
Oh,
want to quit because of
yeah.
the hits and all that.
I tell
But
you more. Like my problem. I'm competitive, so I don't ever. Not saying somebody can't beat me, but I don't ever think somebody could beat me. If they beat me, then there's a flaw in my game plan. I need to re-strategize. Like somebody's gonna be stronger, quicker, bigger, longer, faster, maybe more intelligent. But will they work harder than me? Will they study more than me? Will they put in that? So uh, when I look at it, it's too much risk for little. I mean, everybody thinks it's not enough reward for me in it. If it was life or death, it's a reward, but for to just get my head beat in just for a chance to make money, it's not worth it. I gotta know I'm gonna make this money, and my life is worth more than a couple million. You know what I mean? Somebody can kill you in the ring. I'm cool with that. I'm cool on that. That's just the way I see it. Wrestling, I could see a little bit because that's a little bit more safer and it's a regulated sport. But MMA, even though it's regulated, it's too risky, too hard of a strike. Like, think about this. If somebody hit you in the head with a 45-pound barbell or plate, you'll be dead. Now, a lot of these people can probably bench press. I don't know. They all kind of not that big. But let's say somebody can bench press 500 pounds and they hit you in the head one time, you're dead. Like, really? So who wants to get hit like that? I mean, who don't think about it? I can bench press uh, 135, but it's 245 plates countless times. You know what I mean? So would you, I don't want to get hit one time by a 45-pound plate. I don't care if it's his fist. I don't care what it is. I don't want to get hit. I've been hit lots of times. I never liked it. I ain't never been like, "Ooh, let's get hit again." You know. So that's the way I think about it, man. My life is worth more than that. But but I'm not running. If I can, if I can't escape, like I'm not a runner in the first place. I'm a little too angry for that. But if I can avoid a fight, I'm going to. But if I have to, then I'm going through you until I can get away. But I'm gonna hurt you first. I'm joking. I'm joking.
right, but yeah. I mean, like thing about it is like the MMA actually kind of like limits some things because like with like wrist wrist grabs and like ankle grabs and all that because like if you get them you can easily break them break
Yeah, but
those
yeah,
so they make those illegal in MMA
yeah.
but Donna has another question. I don't want to keep waiting. It's the last question. If the owners of YouTube came to you on improving YouTube, what two things would you say? Either add or change?
Can I say more than two?
I guess. I mean, I think she just said two, but I think
Okay,
you
well,
can do
I'm gonna go more than two. First, I wish they would have a randomizer because I like if I watch a video and I'm just listening, I'm listening to a video, it'll start playing something like uh The Breakfast Club. I don't want to hear The Breakfast Club. I unsubscribe And then later I see I'm resubscribed. I didn't subscribe to the Breakfast Club. I don't want to hear the Breakfast Club. Stop giving me these videos. I want random different stuff with deep conversations. They don't randomize enough. They keep popping up the same stuff and I want different stuff. So I have to actually go digging through to find people. I got to go looking for Donna to listen to Donna. They don't just pop up on my next play, and I want that. And I would want also to get, just for me, this is, I understand the networking streams, but I don't like I'm not against anyone. I'm not trying to hate on people's parade, and I wish they would make people have to say something, because a lot of people come on here and they say absolutely nothing, and I don't want to waste I can play your stream just to give you watch time, because I know that's what you want, but say something. And that's what I want people to stop wasting time saying silent streams, like, or something like that. Because I'll pop in and nobody there. So it's like you getting your watch time up, but some people, I can't. That's what I would change mostly, because there's a lot of wasted bandwidth. So put out some content. There's something. A lot of people, that's their whole stream is, give me the like, give me the like. Give me the like, give me the like. I'm a bad video player. No, I'm joking. So I want people to say something. That's just me.
Yeah, I totally get that. And I was thinking of something because I remember hearing one time that you were talking about science and all that. Like, what topics in science like really inspire you? Influence you?
Oh, that's easy. I'm really into energy. So I guess it would be physics, reality, trying to figure out a way that we can move faster and be more energy efficient. So I really am inspired by any type of technology is going to make life quicker, easier, safer, and faster. So code fusion would move me. I'm always into reality. So I guess this theoretical physics, quantum mechanics, quantum theory, string theory, those type of things, and understanding why some of these laws affect us as they do. So why can't we move faster than the speed of light? And why do we need an infinite amount of energy to move faster than light can move in the universe? Questions like that. Why does gravity affect time? And how can we control gravity so we can affect time? If we can affect time, we can affect speed and space, but time and space are relative. So that's kind of where my mind goes. And I need to just sit back and think about it. It's also equated to energy. It's all interrelated. And but if I understood that, I may understand everything, and that's kind of scary. So I think about that quite a lot. A lot of stuff we can do already. So even though I'm interested in nanotechnology and artificial intelligence, a lot of that stuff is already there. They just haven't turned it on. And a lot of people can be cured and saved from all type of things because we can observe to the atomic level. And since we can observe to the atomic level, and we can make in nanotechnology, and we kind of understand through the neural link will let us understand how things work more, so we can kind of trace the patterns. And when you can trace the patterns and understand what chemical release or what gene or what does what, then you can control, repair, and eliminate. And that will change the way that people live. So we're at the cusp of it already, because a lot of people, they think about artificial intelligence and automation, but they don't think about it in the way that is going to really happen. Our CRISPR technology, which is really going to change us all, because what will humanity be when you can edit a gene and create whatever you need to create and mutate it and make sure? The problem is you can create a virus and a nanobot that can wipe out everybody, which is so scary. But in a way, it's like, but what about consciousness? If they can map the human brain, which is neural link, then they can clone it to some type of data. And depending on how, I don't know what the storage is of this goes into a lot of metaphysical, religious, and spirituality, which is kind of weird, but it's oh man, it's so much I want to know that I don't know. But the question then is, should you know? Is all knowledge good? So that becomes religious. So when you ask me that question, it opens a can of worms, because I want to know all that I can know, as long as it's not going to hurt us. You understand? So physics is probably what drives me, and I understand chemistry is involved into that, but then chemistry is a mixture of biology and everything. So I want to know it all. Sorry, I went a little. I want
Are
a
you
little
good?
cinematic.
Are you good? You good? You know, I mean, you know,
That's probably why I read
well,
so much science fiction, because it's people that are thinking theoretically, but man, it just takes time. Like if I had more time, if I did not have to do other things, because you only got so much time and you have to situate your time in a certain way. But if I had time to just really research and just work it out, I'm not saying I would, but I would try my best to solve some of these thoughts because it's solvable. Everything is solvable. You just got to work it out. And then you got to understand how to place it to put the right code to solve it, because it's all a code, bro. That's just my belief.
yeah. I remember talking to my friends a few years ago. Like, one of my friends like tell me that like science fiction was like a way for like scientists to put their theories about stuff out there about scientific theories out there.
Uh, I'll mess you. Well, if I say infinity, infinity, what? Infinity is still within a set of what? It's a set. So that set, even though it's infinite, is still within a certain parameter. It's not beyond. So how random is infinity? You give it's hopefully that makes some type of sense. But
Yeah,
if you would have to go beyond that, go beyond reality. We have to go into some Doctor Strange. We can't even comprehend unreal stuff, which is beyond our comprehension. Well, period. Because we can't just alter reality, like make nothing out of nothing. You had to have something to transmute to something in our universe under our laws of physics. Um, Matter or energy can only be transformed. It can't be created or destroyed. So we're caught up in this set. And even if it's a myriad of possibilities, it's still possibilities within a set. Because if you go in beyond the set, it's something that's outside the set, and that's something that we can't create. So, you know, that's just me speaking basic. Hopefully people understand what I'm saying. Um, it is what it is. But that would be uh, to the power of God, if that's what you believe in. I'm just telling you. It's beyond it. Okay. That's just my thoughts.
okay. Yeah, I heard you had said like like when you got on the topic talking about energy, like said it's kind of scary, and you have to answer this if you want to, but I was like saying, are there any other things like that that might scare you or might make you worry a bit?
Uh, Truthfully, nothing. Like I'm scared of everything. I'm scared of nothing. I hope that makes sense. Because I could die right now. Right now, I could die, but I'm alive. So just being alive is a scary, wonderful experience because I don't know the reason of my life, but I'm alive, and that's the reason itself. Isn't that scary but wonderful? I exist, but have I served my purpose? Am I living my purpose? Will I find my purpose? Have I did my purpose? That's the question. You just keep on pushing, and that's it, because you all you have from what you know is now. So i'm I'm not worried, but I'm scared, but I'm not scared, if it makes sense. I'm because I don't want to miss, but I can't control it, so I just enjoy the moment. That's that. I hope it makes some type of sense. I mean, I think I'm crazy, but then I think I'm the most sane person you ever talk to, because I'm telling you really what I think. I think that I don't know, and I know I don't know, so I don't ever force what I know upon people because they may know something I don't. But if you ask me what I think about, then I will tell you. So my biggest fear is hurting other people or stopping their existence due to my negligence. That's probably my biggest fear. My biggest fear is not helping somebody reach their potential when I'm capable of helping them get to where they need to go. My biggest fear is not understanding what somebody needs that's not going to hurt me, that I can help them. My biggest fear is giving up me for somebody else because I want to be me regardless of how much I help other people. So I have lots of fears, but they mean nothing because I'm living. So I push on past it and try to be the best Charles I can be. Hopefully that makes some type of confusing sense. Because I just confused myself with that one. I'm joking, but you get what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so I guess like nobody has a question, and I think I'm probably gonna stop my questions there. So you got any last words, anything you want people to know, or just
I'll
anything
tell you
you
this.
think.
This is okay. This is me, and I'm not sure if it's true, but I think I'm the most open, non-biased, non-judgmental. I'm gonna love you anyway type person. I'm not gonna say I can't get offended because anyone can get offended, but I'm not gonna hold anything that you say against you to me. Like, so I can get over it pretty relatively easy. And I love for people to try to get to know me because I'm fun. I'm probably the most fun person you ever meet. And I'm a troll. I troll people, but not how you would think. I mostly troll with love. And when I say I troll, it's just I try to make people think or be honest and open, but a lot of people are deceptive. So it's trying to weed through people that will be genuine from the people who are trying to present an image. And a lot of people are so quote unquote brainwashed. We're all programmed, we're all brainwashed, but some people are so brainwashed in their own ideology that they'll try to force their ideology on the world, even when their ideology is not conducive to everyone. So some people will tell you that you got to believe this or believe that or do this or do that or don't eat this and don't eat that. But as an individual, I say that everybody has to figure out what's right for them. Just love people, don't hate people, respect differences. Say I respectfully disagree, and we don't see eye to eye, and keep it pushing because we are all human. We are all we will all make mistakes, and all we can do is keep on learning and keep loving people. And that's my last pretty much. Unless you got something else you want to ask me, that's pretty much what I got to say. Talk to me, check me out. I'm joking.
Yeah. So, you know, I like to, thank you for, accepting my request to come on to my coming to the show. Let me interview you. Let me, you know, me be the question asker instead of you.
Man,
But
I'm humbled. I'm honored. I'm grateful, man. I'm honored because nobody ever asked me anything. People, I always feel nobody finds me interesting, So whenever somebody asks me to participate, blatantly ask me, it moves me because at least somebody wants to hear what I got to say. If it's just one person, so I appreciate you, brother Zero. Made my day.
okay, I see you got Jack Nickonobi and Orion Star. They just showed up. Yeah, they came towards the end. I mean, y'all got any questions for Charles Gilmore the third before I go, or because if y'all don't, then I'm gonna end it here because he's been interesting guest. Like the reason I started these conversations with Zero is just like I was my curiosity got I'm like okay let me find out something now that I can do like kind of like if I find somebody interesting, find something interesting, I feel like this person can tell me. I'm gonna try to get that person on. It doesn't matter if you're a big YouTuber, small YouTuber, or if you are if you're not a YouTuber, you could be someone never is on YouTube, But if you have something interesting that I want to talk about, I want to bring it on, bring that person on and interview them. So, so yeah, I was like, yeah, appreciate you coming on, and I'm still waiting on Donna to hit me back. I'm gonna hit you up again, Donna. I'm gonna email you again, see if you want to do it. You still have the email on your account. That's still the same one, isn't it? Uh, as I wait for her to respond, but
Can I say
yeah,
something?
yeah, go ahead.
I find Donna to be extremely interesting. She's pretty
Yeah,
entertaining and funny, and she talks about relationships too. And I find her conversations to be uh,
yeah.
engaging. So I like to hear what Donna has to say. I'm looking forward to see her pop on your page, so I can say, "Hey, Donna, I'm a perv in the chat." And I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I wanted to get on because she's such an interesting person. But uh, but yeah, I guess if no one has any more questions, appreciate you coming on, and I guess we'll win the stream. Okay, all right, yeah, all right. Well, I'm a email you again down there. You going you know, I'm email as soon as I get off here, and if you want to get on next week, I will be happy to have you on. Like to pick your brain. But yeah, yeah. Like I said, appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a great day. Shout out to to Shar, Donna, uh, Conscious Lord Brandon, uh, Jack Nick Kenobi and Orion Star. So I will have another interview tomorrow at 4 Poetic Kills, 4 p.m. Central Time. So I mean, I try not to make these streams too long so that people will sit down and watch them because I know people don't want to watch you know 2 3 hour streams. People talk. I mean, it might be interesting, but I want to have people have take a little time to watch it and go about their day. But yeah, I'll see y'all later, and I hope y'all have a great day. Zero heading out,
All right,
and
brother. Thank you.
all right, all right.